Right, some of you might have wondered why I've never shown you the upstairs of my house. Sorry, my wife's mother's house. It's because it hasn't got an upstairs. And some money's come, but I said to them it's nowhere near enough. You ain't gonna finish it for what you've got there. And they've started, and the builder's told my pa if they leave the materials out and he doesn't carry on with it, the materials will be ruined. Sally, come on baby, come on, good girl. So what I suggested to do is to actually build 2 apartments, well, 2 bedrooms basically, and then somewhere to sit outside. That's why the place is upside down, because all the stuff we kept up there has had to be put in the front room. So I want to show you what they're doing. You can see how bad it is. It's been like this for a while because there was no money to start the top bit, but it's like this all around the Philippines. Can you imagine in the West if you started a project with a builder and then halfway through you told him to go away because the money's run out? It just wouldn't happen, would it? Plus the local authority wouldn't let you do it. That one's just been finished off there. Look, you can see there's got some really nice windows in it. But if you look over there, it's not a very good example to show you, but here, look, another example. They just get to a certain point and then they run out of money. They leave all the metal sticking out ready to put new posts on pillars when they build the next floor. But it's basically because they've run out of money. So now what's happening is they're building the scaffold out of wood, look, to put the roof on, etc. Now what we're thinking of doing is we'll be extending the balcony, so we've got a nice balcony, and then here and there will be the 2 rooms, and there'll be a corridor down here to the shower room, and it'll all be Western standard. I'll make sure of that. And if you come to Nugget and you want to stay, there'll be somewhere to stay, but I'm not sure when this will get finished, babe, or you? Because like I say, they're going to run out of money. There's no way they'll finish it off.
Yeah. If there's no money,
Stop building, yeah. The builders just go somewhere else. It's crazy, isn't it? But it's good. So it's pretty easy as well to build in the Philippines, isn't it? The regulation here is so laxed. But
it's easy if you have money.
Yeah. Don't want to say anything while he's banging there. So hopefully in the not too distant future there'll be somewhere for you to come and stay, and you'll have me here to give you advice on the local area, etc. If you want to stay long term, about the paperwork, you know, we can help you fill the paperwork and stuff. So it'll not be like going to a hotel and not knowing anybody and what have you. So I'm pretty excited about it. It should look really good when it's finished, shouldn't it be? So I don't know which video I'm going to put it on as well, but I'm going to give you some information about how not to lose your land and how not to lose your house if you get married to a Filipina. And it's pretty simple information that should be quite obvious to some, but it's not always obvious, because as you know, you can't own land as a foreigner in the Philippines. You've got to be a Philippine national to own land here. The only thing you can own is a condo, and that's because you'll never own the land that it's built under. So, but a condo, you've got service charges, and you could be paying as much in service charges a month as what you would rent or whatever. So you need to look into that before you go into a condo. But I've got another video. Whether you've seen it before this one or not, I don't know, because I don't know how they've been edited. But I went out to see some land, and it was supposed to be a look to see the land and to see how much it cost. But it turned out where we went to see the land, but the owner was there and he wouldn't give me a price, because he didn't realise when my brother-in-law phoned him up it was for a foreigner. So I guess I'm going to get the foreigner price, which obviously I'm not going to pay, because I know roughly what the price should be.
Hi, Don and Emily. Let's go. Thank you.
Oh, Don and Emily, yes. See, I asked you if there was something else. Don and Emily Lesky are good friends of ours, and they've just sent us a present for the baby, and it was a absolute shock, but they're two beautiful people and they're really generous. Thanks very much, Don and Emily, and I hope to see you on your next trip to the Philippines, don't we, babe? I have been asked on a number of occasions why I come to the Philippines, and initially on my first videos arriving here I said, look, I'm not pursuing women at this point because I want to get settled and I want to make sure this is where I want to be, etc, etc, because even if I did meet a Filipina, I had no intentions of going back to the UK unless I had to. Now I'm being asked again, but this time because your wife's pregnant, are you taking her back to the Philippines? But it's no to that, because the reason I came here anyway was because of the situation in the UK, where you're taxed to the hilt. There's lots of pressures on you in the UK. Unlike here, when you've got your house, it's your house and you're not paying high taxes to hold on to it. Whereas in the UK, in some areas, you're paying as much in council tax as what you are on your mortgage, if you do have a mortgage. I had two properties in the UK and a main residence, a big property. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put on the end some photos of my house where I lived before I came here, the car I drove, the bike I had. You are, baby?
Are you happy that time?
No, I wasn't happy, and that's material things don't mean anything if you haven't got a good family, if you haven't got a good wife,
Exactly.
if you're not
Good
happy.
wife. I'm a good wife.
You are, baby, yeah. Sometimes. No, juggler. You haven't got a good wife and stuff. That's life. That's what it's all about.
All the things that you had, it will be gone, right? But
Yeah.
family is still there.
Yeah.
Anything what happened.
Material things. Home is where the heart is, babe. If your heart's there, then your home's there.
No matter what happened, family is still there.
Yeah.
Right?
So, just so it's not coming out of my mouth, do you want to live in the UK? No. Yeah. You want to stay here? Yeah.
Just for visit lang, but to live, no, I don't know.
A visit? Yeah. Maybe one day if we have any money, babe. Well, if I go back to, probably have to go back if I'm selling my house when I do get round to selling it one day. But what I'm going to do is, look, I'm going to put some pictures on the end of the video, like I said, about where I lived and the items I used to possess, which didn't make me happy. You buy a car in the UK, what do you buy next?
You alone, right?
Yeah, I was on my own.
You have up to property, right?
Mhm.
You have 2 houses before, right?
Yeah.
And then you have how many cars you have? And then motorcycle.
Yeah.
And then you will be alone, right?
Yeah, I was alone.
Yes.
And I'd still probably be alone. It doesn't matter what you've got in the UK, if you're on your own, you're not going to have it. And it's not just the UK,
But here, when you live here, even you have no property or anything, you're happy, right?
Yeah.
That's the important. Make me happy, right? Make you happy.
I don't need anything. Don't need anything. That said, we have been to look at some cheap land, haven't we? we're thinking, well, buy it now, and one day we'll be able to build on it properly. But that's another video. So don't forget to go over to Patreon and have a look, because like I say, I'm going to reward my patrons from now on with the odd videos, and it'll all start and build up. There's information on my Patreon site as well, and it's all down in the links below. Simple link, just click on it below. My PayPal link's there if you'd like to help us on Patreon. If not, then you keep watching, that's fine. So until the next video.